Hey guys, Dando here for Torrent This Radio, here on torrentthis.com.au. Now I am lucky to be joined on the line by a member of a band from the UK who we love in Australia. They've already released 2 smash hit albums, recently released the single Your Body Is a Weapon, which comes off of their upcoming 3rd album, and is set to play a few festivals later this month, including the likes of Falls Festival. They are the Wombats, and I'm lucky to be joined by their drummer Dan. Dan, how are we, my good sir?
Yeah, very good. Just fresh from the bed.
Yeah. How was your
nice
sleep?
Bowl of, yeah, it was very good. Quite dreamless, I think. But it took me a while to go to sleep because I was in the studio yesterday, and when you've got lots of melodies going around your head, you kind of feel like you're going a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
And you can't get rid of them. You know, like when you have a song in your head that's really catchy, and it's like it actually gets to the point where it's annoying that it's stuck in your head.
Have you ever had a Wombat song stuck in your head?
Yeah. Oh yeah, many times.
Yeah. That's probably a sign it's a good song, though.
Yeah, well, that's what we think. And often when we're making, like, you know, I don't know, hook sections or whatever, we don't record them straight away, and then the next day, if they're still like going around our heads, then we're like, yeah, okay, this is a good one.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah.
It normally works. I guess if it gets stuck in our head, then there's a chance it'll get stuck in some other people's heads.
Yeah. Well, you were in the studio for what, 12 hours yesterday. What are you going to be doing today?
Well, I'm actually going down to London to it's our manager's Christmas party.
Ooh, what has Simon got planned?
Oh yeah, you know, we're going for some drinks in some Hunter's bar or something, and then we're going for a meal. And if last year's earnings go by, I'm going to wake up tomorrow feeling like hell.
And you'll miss another interview tomorrow morning.
Probably. No, I'll definitely not schedule one in for tomorrow morning. That's for sure.
Yeah. Are you a morning person, or do you usually have like the alarm set for midday?
No, I'm trying to get. Obviously, as I'm sure most people do, like I had a few years where I was like, it was pretty hard to get up before like 11, half 11. But I'm getting better. I'm more like 9:30, 10 now. I'm creeping downwards. I'm not quite at my dad's standard of like, you know, 7, but I'm getting there. I can see the merits in getting up early, because then you sort of, you know, it gets to like midday, and rather than only just having like sort of, I don't know, had a shower and maybe a bowl of cereal, you've actually done something. You know, you could have been playing music for an hour and a half, and could have gone for a run, and you know, maybe baked a few cakes and then like fresh batch of bread.
Is that a regular occurrence for you, baking?
No, I've done it once.
Okay.
I baked an olive and rosemary like bread thing. It's really nice. It's so easy to do. I don't know why I don't do it more, but it's kind of like this novelty thing. But I'm going to try and get more into it. Yeah.
That's why I have a wife. She does all that for me.
Shit. Yeah, that's what I'm missing. I knew there was something I was getting wrong in life. Get a bloody wife.
I think that's it, right? Get a wife, mate. So you're coming to Australia to play a few festival shows, then going back. Do you plan to come back here once the album's released to do a full tour?
Yeah, definitely. We're just finishing off the writing process at the minute, and we're hoping to record early next year. And then I think nothing's confirmed, but we're hoping to come back to Australia maybe in the summer, like to kick off, you know, our album touring, basically.
Cool.
To coincide with the album coming out. So we'll see, but yeah, nothing's set in stone. And you know what the music industry is like. You think you've got a plan of what you're doing, and then things get delayed and pushed back or pulled forward if something goes extra well, and so we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll definitely be back.
The best thing to do when you got an album coming out is to not say when it could possibly be coming out.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not going to say anything. It's going to be 2014.
Hopefully.
And let's leave it at that. Hopefully, yeah.
Well, it's quite annoying that you're coming at that time, because I'll be back in England with my wife because she wants to go back home for Christmas. Unimpressed.
Oh, right.
Yeah, my wife's from Boston in Lincolnshire.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so we're going back there. So this will be the first time I ever see snow. So can you give me any tips?
Build a snowman, make a snow angel, try and see how much of it you can put down your boxies, you know, and so you can keep it down there the longest.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
No, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But try not to get it down your gloves. It's so annoying, you know, when you're like, if you fall over or you're having a snowball fight and you've got the gloves on that like aren't tucked into your coat properly, so you get snow like into your wrist area.
Oh no.
That's That's one real thing I'd watch out for.
Yeah.
Took the gloves into the jumper.
What are your plans for Christmas? Will you be travelling back to Australia by that point, or are you going to be home?
No, I'm at home till the 27th, and
Okay.
then we leave
Yeah.
on the 27th. So yeah, got a nice. Well, with typical nuclear family, so it's going to be like one day with my father and one with my mother.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So yeah, no, that'd be good.
Yeah. Do you
I hope it does snow. Actually, it'd be nice.
Yeah, yeah. Do you guys do gifts within the band?
Oh, not really, to be honest. No. I don't think we really have. I mean, we see each other so much, and we end up like buying each other drinks or meals and stuff like that, I guess. But I don't know, if I see something really, that really strikes me, then I will. But towards he's in Thailand, and then he's going to be in Sydney for Christmas actually. So,
Oh, wow.
And Murph will be here, so I'll see Murph. Yeah, maybe I'll buy him something. I'll get him a lump of coal.
Do you always get like the dreaded aftershave and socks and whatnot?
Yeah, see, socks are actually like probably the most useful present for me. Socks and underwear, because traveling a lot, I just lose it all the time, and I don't know. I've got a theory actually that I don't know if you've had, maybe because you've got a wife, you don't have this, but like literally all my socks. I don't know what happens to them. I always end up with odd socks, and I end up wearing all the odd socks, which is fine. I don't mind that.
Yeah, yeah.
But they actually all disappear, and my brother and my dad, they will have the same problem. And my theory is that when you die, I think you go to a room where you end up basically just rolling around in all these socks that got lost in your life, and you've got this lovely cushioned kind of, forget fluffy clouds, you're just lying on your socks.
So heaven is made of socks.
Yeah, heaven's made of socks, and the person that you like caused you the most pain in your life or you hated has to match up all your socks in the corner, and you just get to watch him for eternity.
That would be so satisfying.
Yeah, so that's kind of like hell for that person, I guess, if they've been really bad in their life.
Unless they enjoy it, though.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Well, if they enjoyed it, maybe they have to do it on hot coals. No one enjoys standing on hot coals for eternity, do they?
You'll find something that they don't like, yeah. Well, see, I've got a wife who does the washing correctly, but I've also got a puppy who likes to eat my socks. So I also got odd socks.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, you actually know where your socks go, and they come out as puppies too.
Yeah, that's it. So, speaking of going back to the presents and aftershave, where can I get some guff? Because I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, we haven't actually finished making it yet. But we're speaking to the developers at the moment, and we're just trying to get enough guff made basically to satisfy the entire population of the world, the male population.
Yeah.
But it would have been nice if it was ready for Christmas, to be honest. But
yeah, that would have been a very handy idea.
Yeah.
What describe it? Like, what kind of smell are you going for? What scent?
Well, it's just a smell no woman can be without, really. It's something they can spray. They can spray on their men, and they'll recognise him instantly. And yeah, it would be. I guess it would sort of have to mix with the man's odour in such a way to produce a real lovely sense of guff. But it's just we've got a third album to make, so our kind of fragrance line is taking a back seat at the moment.
Yeah, do you reckon you'll ever leave the music industry and work in like the aftershave perfume industry?
Well, hopefully not really. I do like music too much to ever really leave the music industry or at least making music. But I could do the jingles for the Guff adverts actually.
Do it.
I could keep the music going with that.
Give us an idea of what it's going to sound like.
Guff. I think it would be better if you did it actually. To be honest, just have an Aussie guy just screaming. Yeah, get your Guff here.
Get your Guff here, mate. Come on, you want it.
That's a lovely Guff, mate.
That's exactly right. Also, before I forget, plug the one-off signed portrait thing.
Oh yeah, for Shelter. Yeah, they're a homeless charity, and this photographer was doing. He does like a series of photos for lots of bands, and then obviously gets them signed, and then he auctions them off, and all the proceeds go to Shelter.
Yep.
To help homeless people get a place to stay. So it's a really good charity. We've done some stuff with them before, and that's great.
Yeah. Well, I was
see how our three ugly mugs sell anything, but anyway.
Yeah. We'll see what you're worth. The The new album's got a lot to live up to, man. Because I went back and listened to like Modern Glitch this afternoon. It's a pretty fucking good album.
Oh, thanks. Well, yeah. To be honest, I think we're all quietly confident with this one at the moment. You know, we're like a couple of songs, one or two songs off having like a really strong album. I think it's going to be. But we're excited anyway, that's always a good sign.
Do you ever like?
But then we were excited about the last album as well. So
yeah. do you ever look back at like your previous albums and think, shit, we really did something awesome there?
Yeah, there's definitely. Well, of course, there are moments because obviously for us, it's like a photo album in a way. So when you listen back to an album, and obviously normally we've listened to the songs so many times that we don't listen to the album for a few years, and. Yeah, it is. In fact, the last time I listened to our first album all the way through was in a car park in LA whilst we were recording our second album. And I had like an hour break or whatever, and I was like, I want to listen to that, and just to kind of remind you of what you were doing at the time and what you were trying to do and all the rest of it. And the difference then was obviously just that like the youthful energy of like most of it was done live, and it was just like bloody hell from start to finish. Apart from Little Miss Pipeline, it's just like like a crazy rabid dog just biting at your ankles.
Yeah.
So it definitely helps. It's good to like see where you're at that point, and but you definitely get more excited about new stuff. Of course you do. Well, as do a lot of people, I guess. It's just nice hearing some new stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Well, how has like your life personally changed since Modern Glitch to now, the new album?
Not a lot really. Feels like it's just I don't know. It's just I feel more settled now, I guess. Because after the first album, obviously that's when everything changes quite a lot. And then the second album was like a sort of transition and getting used to that. And now it feels like, settled.
Yeah.
In a way. Not like in a way of not challenging yourself with music and all the rest of it. If anything, like more so. But it feels like, right, we're here now. Let's do this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, all good.
So it's like you've built the Wombats brand. Like people will buy tickets to your gigs now just because you're the Wombats. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe. I don't know.
I think they will.
I hope that they still like. I hope they still like the music.
Oh yeah,
but,
of course.
Yeah, no, I guess as you've been around for longer, maybe there are. You do have people that would come and see you anyway. But I don't know. We don't really think about that kind of thing. We just try and make the songs, and then our manager books in gigs, and we're like, oh shit! I hope someone comes. Oh yeah, it's great. There's at least 10 people.
Yeah,
that'll do.
What was the thought process going into the new album, like writing wise? What did you want to achieve with it?
Well, I mean, we very much take like each song as it comes, and I guess it's sort of like obviously the second album was much more synthy, and almost a rebellion from not a rebellion, but like we got bored of like the guitars, and now the third album, it definitely has quite a bit more guitars and stuff in there. But because we're comfortable with the whole synth elements and spent a lot more time working with synths and that, and just programming and the computer side of things, we've definitely like when we've been making our demos in the room, we've I don't really know how to describe it. Just in the writing process, I guess we've been like rather than working on song after song after song and then recording them all in the studio as a demo, we've like because we've got everything in our room, we kind of like. We'll start making a song, but then we'll put it into the computer and start like, maybe programming things and taking it in maybe a slightly different direction that we wouldn't take if we were just sat in a room actually playing our instruments.
Yeah.
So some of the songs have, and it gives you a little bit more freedom, and then you can be a little bit more like creative, like all sat round actually like with a guitar or with a synth and like going, oh yeah, let's put this line down there or let's do this. So we build things up in a slightly different way. But then, to be honest, like Your Body Is a Weapon, that was the three of us like in a room and messing around with stuff. But then we did change the chorus, I think 3 times even after it was done. And obviously, because we're in the room and we can do that easily, it just kind of makes the whole process easier. So the short answer to my rambling on that I think we're just getting we're getting a little bit better at the whole process and what we do.
Yeah. Well, my personal opinion from first listen of like Your Body Is a Weapon a few weeks ago, I've sort of, my first thought was you haven't ventured too far from what we expected from the last album. Is the rest of the album similar to this, or what are your thoughts?
I think, to be honest, that was probably the thinking, or maybe that's why the label, they wanted originally, they just wanted to like put the demo out because we'd recorded a demo of the song in our room, and it did sound really good, and we were really excited about it. And as you say, it is definitely in the sort of second album vein. I mean, it definitely feels different to us, but I can see why people would say, yeah, it's something familiar. And I think the label probably thought, well, this is a good one to like bridge the gap because it's going to be, it's going to be a bit longer to wait. I guess that song is like, it's a nice first step onto the bridge towards the next album. But there's definitely some fairly different songs. But it's weird for us because it seems like no matter what we do, I guess once you've got Murph's voice on there and like RBVs and stuff, and it's still us, and people often, like lots of the details and stuff. I mean, we thought this one was really different. It's got like harpsichord in it. I was like, freaking hell, a pop song with harpsichord, awesome. And then, but obviously, like, it doesn't really. People still think it's like similar to the second album, which of course, I can see why. But yeah, it's going to be quite. It's quite different, I think. But we haven't recorded it yet, so who knows? It depends on who we end up recording the album with, I guess.
But what do you prefer? Are you more of a fan of the slower tracks like Ante D and stuff, or the more upbeat ones, synthesized ones?
I think it's like all music, isn't it? There's different music for different occasions and different feelings, and it kind of depends on what mood you're in. Whether you want a song that's going to like pick you up, or whether you want something that's going to be melancholic.
Yeah.
I probably do normally go for like the, in general, if I'm not like about to go out on the night out or go running or whatever, I'm definitely more into the melancholic side. Like the National and things like that, and Radiohead. I like music that's got a bit of energy, but at the same time, it's more sort of thoughtful. Makes the person who's listening more thoughtful. I don't know. I guess one of my favourite songs on the first album is Little Miss Pipe Dream. So I probably do like the slower songs, but
I'm in the same.
Obviously, playing live as well. It's so great. Like when especially live, playing the upbeat songs and seeing people like go mental and dance around. There's no feeling quite like that.
Well, you said before when like with the newer stuff, you're going to incorporate more computerized stuff into it. Is that going to make it difficult to perform the new ones live?
No, I don't think so. Because it's not. There are some programmings and stuff, but obviously, we do the programs on a laptop, and then we just have to we just have a laptop on stage with us basically. Playing the sample beats or playing the samples, whatever it is. No, it's not really that difficult, to be honest.
Okay, cool.
You just got to make sure you're organised with the setup and
just make sure the laptop's
the way it's all done.
Make sure the laptop's charged and shit.
Pretty much. Don't forget your charger.
Yeah.
Make sure you've got the adapters for the country you're going.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Have you ever had that issue? Have you ever fucked up like that?
Yeah, fucking hell. We were in America once. But it wasn't to do with laptops. It was to do with amps or something. And I can't remember exactly what it was, but they have a different power source. Actually, not just the plug. They actually have a different voltage or ampage, whatever you call it, wattage and stuff like that. So you have to have some kind of converter or transistor, or I can't remember what it's called exactly, and we didn't have this thing. So I remember one of our backline techs just getting in a taxi and heading out to the nearest hardware store to try and find one.
It all worked out in the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you guys, you also
have to borrow an amp from a support band, you can do it.
You also played the US not too long ago. Did you get up too much over there besides gigs, or?
Not really. No, we did Coachella, and in our time off, we went and did a gig in Mexico City as well for the first time, which was a lot of fun.
Have you guys got girlfriends, by the way?
Yeah, all three of us.
Okay, so you can't get up to shit on the. Okay.
No.
Yeah. But what's the best prank that you've ever pulled during a sex? I saw a video the other day, the one where you put on a mask and completely threw Matt and Todd. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah, fucking hell. I was on MTV, I think.
Yeah.
I've seen that since then. Yeah, I tried to find that because it just makes me laugh every time.
Yeah.
Stupid. Yeah, that's probably up there with the best pranks actually.
Are you guys much pranksters at all or not?
I mean, apart from the obvious kind of like, farting in someone's bunk when they're sleeping and stuff like that, there's no major ones, to be honest. I don't think this happened on tour.
Yeah.
Not that I can think of.
Last time I spoke to Todd, he informed me that you apparently enjoyed dressing up in women's clothing. Is this true or false?
Yeah. I haven't done it for a while, but I think everyone loves that, don't they? All guys like dressing up like a woman.
I think I've done it once.
They do.
I won't say I didn't like it.
Yeah. I've probably done it. I've only done it a handful of times, maybe like 300 or 400. No, every Saturday. No. We did it once for a boat party. I don't know. You just get loads of attention, don't you? Because everyone's like, "Bloody hell, who's that fit girl over there?"
And the guys who call you a homo are clearly the ones that wish they were wearing a dress and had the balls to do it.
Yeah, completely. I think I had like a pink dress on, I think.
Yeah.
And Murph was dressed up as Alice. No, Todd was Alice in Wonderland. No, Murph was Alice in Wonderland, and Todd was a nurse, I think.
Was he a sexy nurse?
He was, yeah. He was scarily sexy, actually.
Would you go that?
We were all getting we were all getting a bit worried. We were like, bloody hell, someone get Todd away from us before something really bad happened.
Everyone's legs start crossing. Yeah. What would your drag name be?
Probably Danielle.
Danielle what, though?
That's kind of the obvious one, isn't it? Danielle. Absolutely no idea.
Usually it's the name of your first pet and the name of the first street you lived on. That's apparently your drag name.
Is it?
Yeah. So what would yours be?
The first pet and the first street. Tibbsy Gressingham.
There you go. That's your drag name. But
Not bad, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was your porn star name.
Oh, whatever. Drags are porn stars in their own right, aren't they?
One of those, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Is there any final message?
Something like that.
Any final message you'd like to send out to all your Aussie fans listening out there, man?
Can't wait to come to Falls Festival, and just can't wait to get back to Oz, really. And it's going to be I think it's going to be the first time we've been there in like full on high summer.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to going from snow to sun. Yeah.
And I'm doing the opposite, great. So I'm jealous.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go, guys. Make sure you get yourselves a copy of the Wombats' latest track, Your Body Is a Weapon. Check them out at Falls Festival over New Year's and for the latest news and info. Like them on Facebook, facebook.com/TheWombatsUK. Once again, Dan, it's been a pleasure, sir, and good luck with your Aussie adventures, man.
Yeah, thanks. Have a nice Christmas as well.
Thanks, man. You too.
All the best. See you, Dando.